Hi, I'm Donna Wolfe from Naztazia.com.
In today's video, I'll show how to crochet the crocodile stitch, which works for a mermaid tail blanket, dragon scales, various edgings, and handbags. To do this, I'm using a lightweight DK yarn with the suggested crochet hook of 4.5 millimeters listed on the yarn label. To begin, make a chain of 28 or any multiple of 6 and then add 4 more chains. First, make a double crochet stitch in the 4th chain from the hook. Those skipped 3 chains count as a double crochet, so technically there are 2 double crochet stitches there. Chain 1. Skip 2 chains, and in the next chain, make 1 double crochet stitch. After, make a chain 1, and then skip 2 chains, and in the next chain, make 2 double crochet stitches all in the same chain stitch. So there's my first double crochet stitch, and then I make my second double crochet stitch all in the same chain. Then I make a chain 1 again, and then I skip 2 chains, and in the next chain, make a double crochet stitch in it. I make my chain 1 again and skip 2 chains, and in the next chain, make 2 double crochet stitches. There's my first double crochet stitch and then my second double crochet stitch. Follow this set of 2 double crochet stitches with the chain 1 again. Going forward, keep using this pattern of alternating a double crochet with a 2 double crochet set with chain 1s in between and skipping 2 chains below. Now the real crocodile stitch part starts. Begin with the chain 3. Pivot the work so that the stitches from the forward pass of row 1 are sideways up and down. The chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet stitch. So along the last double crochet stitch made, make 4 double crochet stitches. These stitches are made around the post part of the last double crochet stitch made. It helps to keep the work sideways for this return pass of row 1. Chain 1 and pivot the work so that the second double crochet stitch faces upwards so that it can be worked around. And this double crochet stitch will have 5 double crochet stitches along its post. This forms the second side of the crocodile stitch, sometimes referred to as a dragon scale. Whatever its name, it creates a textured stitch pattern because the stitches are worked directly around the previous stitches. Take note of the next 1 double crochet stitch. Make a slip stitch in the top of that stitch to hold the crocodile stitch in place so it doesn't move around too much. And there's the first crocodile stitch, sometimes called a dragon scale or mermaid scale. Moving forward, it's just a repeat of this same process with 1 minor change. Pivot the work so that the next set of 2 double crochet stitches are sideways. There is no need for a chain 3 like in the first crocodile stitch. The reason for this is the crochet hook is positioned correctly to just begin making stitches. The first double crochet of the 2 double crochet set will have 5 double crochet stitches made around its post section. Once the 5 stitches are made, make a chain 1, which serves as a little point at the bottom of the crocodile stitch. Then pivot the work so that the other double crochet stitch from the previous 2 double crochet set is on top. And around its post section, make 5 double crochet stitches. Once that is complete, find the top of the next 1 double crochet stitch and make a slip stitch on top of it to hold the second crocodile stitch in place. So moving forward, place 5 double crochet, chain 1, 5 double crochet stitches around each set of 2 double crochet stitches from the forward pass of row 1, and slip stitch onto the top of the 1 double crochet stitch to hold the crocodile stitch in place. Except on the last one, there is no double crochet stitch, so the crocodile stitch just remains on the end by itself. For row 2, there are choices to be made. If the same color will be used, slip stitch over into the center of the first crocodile stitch with the same color yarn, and then chain 3. Or if using a different color yarn, fasten off the blue yarn, connect the pink yarn in the middle of the first crocodile stitch, and chain 3 with the pink yarn. The chain 3 serves as one double crochet stitch. Then make a chain 1. We're creating another foundation row, this time placing the 2 double crochet stitches in between the crocodile stitch and placing the double crochet stitch in the middle of the crocodile stitch and making a chain 1 in between the 1 double crochet stitch and the 2 double crochet stitches. So I'm placing my next set of 2 double crochet stitches in between the set of 2 crocodile stitches, pretty much right next to where I previously placed my slip stitch and above the 1 double crochet stitch. And then I chain 1 and move on to making only 1 double crochet stitch inside the next crocodile stitch and follow that with the chain 1. I end this forward pass of row 2 with the double crochet inside the middle of the last crocodile stitch from row 1. Because the crochet hook is in a good position, I don't need to chain 3 for row 2. Instead, I just head over to my first set of 2 double crochet stitches and make my 5 double crochet, chain 1, 5 double crochet stitches around that first set and slip stitch to the double crochet stitch. Moving forward, I make my crocodile stitch around the sets of 2 double crochet stitches on this return pass of row 2. At the very end, I can make a slip stitch to the double crochet stitch. However, the double crochet stitch is actually the top of the chain 3 stitch, moving on to row 3. With this one, I can continue on with the same color yarn or switch to a new color. In either case, I begin with an immediate chain 3 of where I left off, and then I make another double crochet stitch right in the very same spot, and follow that with the usual chain 1. Then I make my 1 double crochet stitch in the center of the crocodile stitch, and make a chain 1, follow that with the 2 double crochet stitches right above the previous 1 double crochet stitch, which is right next to where I made my slip stitch from the previous row, and chain 1. Continue in this pattern across the row. At the end of this row, I will be making a total of 2 double crochet stitches right at the edge of that last pink crocodile stitch. Now for the forward pass of row 3, I do need to chain 3, since my crochet hook isn't in a good spot for double crochet stitches. And then I follow that with 4 double crochet stitches, a chain 1, and then 5 more double crochet stitches. Moving forward, I make the regular 5, chain 1, 5 crocodile stitch around all of the 2 double crochet stitches on this row. Then, after that, I just repeat rows 2 and 3 for as many rows as I wish. And that's how I crochet the crocodile stitch.